Linda Sterling Sease. Welcome to my blog, Speaking of Joy. Do you ever wonder about the impact that you have on other people? Are you a central part of the happiness that they feel? Or are you merely a neutral bystander, observing from afar? Or maybe worse, a contributor to their unhappiness? Rarely do we live a life without both positive and negative influences on the people around us. And I'm not talking about just family and friends. I'm talking about strangers too. A friend of mine experienced a magical moment last year. She was stressed, anxious, and waiting in line at Target. Checking out in front of her was a young man. He looked to be in his early 20s, but it was his grocery cart that really caught her eye. He was buying cleaning supplies, and lots of them. He had a mop, a broom, a big jug of Pine Sol. It was obvious he had a busy afternoon planned. When he went to check out, his credit card was declined. He stepped aside to talk to his bank, and my friend said she knew exactly what he must be feeling. That anxiety, a little bit of embarrassment, maybe some panic. She's like, wow, I've been there, I get it. She said it was a mere $37 tab, so she paid it, and why not? He was a kid buying cleaning supplies. She was not about to let insufficient funds stand in the way of a clean kitchen floor. As she left, he chased her down, and at the door, he asked if he could hug her with tears in his eyes. After a brief exchange, they both went their separate ways, but now she was smiling, and she knew he was too. I've thought about the two of them often, and what a bargain they both got for $37. She had the joy of helping someone else, and he, well, his faith in kindness that we all have was renewed, and he got a really nice clean kitchen floor too. You know, there's science that really expands on this idea. It seems that the more good we do for others, the more good we actually do for ourselves, and especially when we do it with no expectation in return. You know, a good friend of mine just recently moved her father into a new home, one for assisted living. Harold is 95 years old. He's partially blind, and he lost his sweet wife Doris of 71 years only a few years ago. My friend was anxious about this transition. A new home, strangers, eyesight issues. Shortly after the move, his caretakers called her, and they said he was so full of joy, so full of light, that it was causing them to rethink their own life. They said if he could be so happy in the midst of so much change, well, surely they could be happier too. You know, you have at one end of the spectrum a young man early in his life buying cleaning supplies and doing his best. And you have at the other end of the spectrum an elderly gentleman not buying much of anything anymore and yet still doing his best. And both of them doubling joy with every step they take. I hope your life this week is full of double joy, double gratitude, and I hope you share it abundantly with all your friends, your family, and strangers too. I'll see you next week.